Hello family, Gentle Empress here. This is your daily collective reading. Please remember that not all messages will resonate with everyone, but if this message does speak to you, please leave a comment, like, share, and subscribe if you would be so kind. And a heads up, I do allow the cards to come out on their own. So if you are not someone who is very patient, I may not be the reader for you. So let's see what we have here. We're going to take a look at what energies are here to see how we can have a new perspective on a situation. Got the Six of Wands on the bottom of the deck. Something that you are successful in. Got the Page of Pentacles, the Fool, and the Seven of Cups. So let's take a look at this. Page of Pentacles is all about some type of message possibly coming in, a new adventure, something stable, something tangible, something that you will see in your material world. And the Fool is all about taking a chance, moving forward with a sense of adventure, but the Fool can also be a card of recklessness, not thinking before you act, not taking certain negative situations into account before you make a decision, not seeing the obvious is what I'm hearing. I really am feeling a need to take a step back and look at the situation from a kind of a bigger perspective, a higher point of view, feeling that you need to take everything into consideration. So when it comes to this new situation, this new tangible situation, maybe it's your tendency to be kind of reckless when it comes to certain situations or decision making. Maybe you're the kind of person, if we get some wands that come out, Knight of Wands, King of Wands, that kind of acts before you think. If that's the case, then too many cards. Then this particular offer that is coming in, this particular new communication that's coming in, this could be telling you to take a little bit of time to think before you act. Yeah, that there's some type of potential for this to throw you off balance is what I'm feeling here. And then how do you use this information for your betterment? I do not read either one of these decks. I don't read them in reverse ever. So you do have the Emperor and the Six of Wands, and I do have the Five of Pentacles behind it. So what I'm feeling here is this is kind of a bit of advice, because with the Six of Wands you do have the Moon behind it, and that's kind of saying that there may be things that are hidden from you, things that you don't know about at this time, and it's going to affect your success in the situation. So let's talk a little bit about this Page of Pentacles energy here. With this Page of Pentacles energy, I am feeling like there is some type of new opportunity. But this is more talking about when the communication initially comes in. And this is not a love reading. I'm feeling that this is something to do with your career, something to do with your finances. So this could be some type of new business opportunity that's being presented to you, a new job. Some of you are looking for a job. This could be the initial communication from someone that you applied to work with. I do feel there's someone here that has a corporate level position. And there's also someone here that may be connected to agriculture. Someone else that's connected to fashion. Okay. So this is an invitation that is inviting you into a business relationship that is reciprocal. And I do feel like this offer is an offer amongst other offers. I do feel like this particular offer is asking you to build a firm foundation with this company. And this has something to do with you working really hard for a long time, or you've kind of been through a rough situation recently. And it could have been for the last 10 months, could have been for the last 6 months. And this opportunity is asking you, it's kind of like they want to give you what you deserve, especially financially. It's a dream job. Something that you almost can't believe. There is a celebratory energy here around celebration or around stability. So this is a very good offer. Spirit, how does the collective connect to this offer? What is their impression of this offer? So it seems like you're less than enthusiastic about it, but I get the feeling it's because you're not seeing the entire picture. So that's why I feel like here, this is saying for you to kind of slow down, think about everything, take everything into consideration first before you make a decision, before you have a conversation. It's like your initial reaction to this may be to say no. There's something here on the surface is like it's too good to be true, or what's the catch? And I do feel like this is saying that if you act too suddenly, if you are quick to judgment, if you move before thinking, that it can affect your financial situation somehow. It's like you're in a space of being resourceful right now. You've been struggling financially, and so it's almost like you're quick to say no to the situation because you feel like there's got to be some type of catch to this. There's got to be something wrong with it. So if you can take your time, what is it that they're not seeing, Spirit? What is it that the collective is not seeing here? Because this is asking you to slow down, think about everything, and then make a decision. Not to jump into anything. So what you're not seeing, I got the Sun and the Five of Pentacles that, and the Queen of Swords that flipped over in my hand. So what you're not seeing now, the Ace of Pentacles, is that this is a very lucrative offer, something that's going to bring you out of that space of lack, something that's going to bring you into, kind of give you everything that you need, all the tools that you need to move forward with your plans for the future. And then you have the Hanged Man on the bottom of the deck. So this is saying, you know, you really do need to look at this from a different perspective. When this offer comes in, you may not feel enthusiastic about it at first. And I do feel, because the Seven of Cups is here, that you do have multiple other offers that are coming in, but it's kind of like you don't really recognize this one right away as like standing out from the rest, as being more important than the rest, as being something that you should move forward with. But this is saying that it's definitely something that is worth your time. It's definitely something that is coming in as a gift, something that is kind of going to spark your imagination, and it helps you overcome obstacles. Also feel like there is, because there's a light here with the sacral chakra, I do feel like this is something that is speaking to your purpose. There's a purpose behind this. And then you got the Chaos and Conflict card. That's a 33 that breaks down to a 6. That's all about overcoming, overcoming after you've been through a tough time. I do feel like you are, maybe there's a level of pessimism here because of what you've been through. And it's kind of like you're looking at it like, this kind of stuff does not happen to me. There must be something wrong. But in reality, there's one offer here that is significant, that is important. Not only is it going to bring you out of this place of lack, but it's also going to bring you out of, bring you closer into alignment with what your soul purpose is, what you're meant to be doing in this lifetime. So I'm going to go ahead and read the message for this Chaos and Conflict card. It is card number 33, just because I want to make sure that there's, sometimes when I read these, I feel like people sometimes can connect with messages on a personal level, since there's so many people that could be listening. It's like there may be something that happened recently in your life, conversation you had, a song that you listened to, anything like that, that when I read this, it's like something could ring very true to you and give you confirmation that this is the message for you. And the message here for prosperity is, circumstances appear to be chaotic, but everything that is happening now is in truth shaking things up so you can find the real path to your prosperity. Yes, it's a stormy time and it feels as if there are opposing forces wherever you turn. Be reassured that there is divine purpose in this chaos. Everything that doesn't work is being taken from you, so the truest parts of yourself remain. The events occurring now are essential for your ultimate prosperity. This chaos is divinely inspired, even though it doesn't appear that way now. In time, you will know this to be true. So that's all about you, it being revealed to you on the other side of this situation, being revealed to you the purpose behind each step that was taken. Everything that happened in the way that it happened was to line you up for a purpose. And if it didn't happen, you know, which it wouldn't not happen, because that's just the way it works, right? That's the way God works in our lives. Is when we can't see clearly, He gives us that little guidance to guide us along the path, for us to have the opportunity. Now, does that mean we'll take it? Does that mean that we'll have action towards it? No. That's up to us. But it's like every person has something that they come here with that is, I'm seeing like a Joker's mask. So it's like everybody that comes here, they have something that they have to offer to this world that brings people together, that expresses love. And it's underneath that mask. It's our true purpose beyond like what we believe our personal or egoic purpose is. So once that mask is removed, what is that divine purpose in your life? That's the part where God kind of guides us and gives us the opportunity to choose whether we're ready for that or not. And sometimes you can go through your whole life and not be ready, you know, and that's okay. Doesn't mean that the opportunity stops showing up. And I really do feel like part of the danger here is having a negative attitude. Why does this always happen to me? Why am I always in a place of lack? Why am I always, you know, one step short? And I feel like that's part of the issue here, is wanting to write this off immediately. Because this kind of stuff doesn't happen to me, you know? This is too good to be true. This can't be something that's meant for me, or this can't, or I don't deserve this, or whatever the scenario is, right? Taking a step back, looking at things from a different perspective is going to cause you to open your eyes. It's going to cause you to have that judgment call, that wake-up call. Take a moment, step back, breathe, take a look at all of the options in front of you. And then only then will you see that this one opportunity is standing out above everything else. It's like you're going to see it clearly. It's going to be so clear if you just pause, take in all of the information, and then move forward with your decision. Because this is all about having stable success towards what your long-term goals are. But I really do feel like it is divinely connected in a way that your path is being made clear to you. You're going to have clarity in this situation. You're overcoming that place of lack and worry and feeling like you don't know what's coming next, feeling like you're not sure what to do, you know? Something poking out here. Yeah, you got the 10 of Swords. I just saw this card poking out of the deck. You got the 10 of Swords, all that anxiety and worrying and having to hold on to your finances, having to be basically be a miser at this point because you can't afford to spend anything outside of your responsibilities. And you know, God doesn't want that for your life. He wants you to have a space of freedom, a space of, because once you're released and you're allowed, you allow yourself to step into alignment with where you're supposed to be, and that abundance walks into your life. The whole purpose is for you to be able to have that support so that you can follow that path and do good in the world. And when I say the world, that's your home, that's your town, that's your city block, that's your community, that's your country, everything, right? Whatever, how far your bubble reaches out. But it gives you this peace of mind to be able to focus on your gift instead of focusing on the troubles of this world. So just make sure, you know, I mean, you do what you feel you should do. But with this Knight of Wands in reverse, along with this Page of Cups, I'm really feeling the energy of like a lack of excitement due to feeling like something is too good to be true. So I do want to ask Spirit Is there some type of symbol or something that we can give whoever this reading is for so that they kind of understand? There's multiple offers here. So is there any kind of little inclination that we can give to show them something that they could recognize in this offer? Thank you. Ten of Swords. It's going to connect it to an ending, some type of ending of a stress. So you may go through something right before this offer comes in that ends a very stressful situation in your life. So be on the lookout for an ending. And this could be to do with something that you're ending, something that you may walk away from or release. But because this is Swords energy, I do feel like maybe it's a way of thinking. Maybe understanding that this will come in at the moment that you start to have a more positive outlook, the moment that you start to have more positive self-talk. It also could be a physical ending. The end of a job. The end of, I just heard roommate. So maybe the end of a roommate situation. You're moving out or someone else is moving out. I just got an image of a carousel. So this could be a situation that you've kind of gone round and round with someone about, that you've been, maybe something that you've needed to end for a while, but that you've kept on this like kind of carousel and repeating the situation when you should have walked away. Okay, so let's get one more card here. I just want to do postcards from Spirit to see what we get. There we go. Let's see what it has to say. So it says, dearest you, did you know that when you stop fighting and accept everything exactly as it is right now, miracles start to happen? There is a freedom in the kind of radical acceptance. Let go of unrealistic expectations and see things as they are, not how you'd like them to be. You'll be surprised at how everything seems to fall into place. When you refuse to accept things, life gets messy. You act messy, and your world stays in chaos, tension, and disarray. But don't try to force a change or manipulate circumstances. Instead, learn about what is in front of you and face it with your eyes fully open. Then you can decide, stay or go, sink or swim, move or stay still. Acceptance is the key of freedom and opens the door to the real opportunities waiting to be discovered. Set yourself and others free. Loving you so much, always and forever. So yeah, you have that chaos and conflict, and it was mentioned in here, chaos, tension, and disarray. So, you know, this situation that you've been going through, this chaotic environment, I do really feel strongly something about leaving a job or leaving a roommate situation. It could also just be leaving that chaotic mental space. So this is saying, it also talked about here what I was mentioning with the Fool, about taking a step back and take everything into account. Take a look at everything involved in the situation before you make a decision. That's going to be very important. I feel like that's very important. Okay, I hope that spoke to someone. Many blessings.